Welcome back to the Minding Our Business podcast. We're back. I got something I want to throw at you guys. So this turns into, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, right? But I came across this and I thought this was crazy because we talked about the steroid era in baseball, right? And what did we say when we were at the house? We're like, who cares?
Yeah.
Those guys are hitting home runs. The pitchers are on steroids, hitters are on steroids. Who cares? Everyone's using performance-enhancing drugs. Just let it happen, right? Have you ever heard anything called the enhanced games? There's a huge controversy.
I've heard about this.
It happened in May.
Yeah,
You've heard about this?
I've heard about this. Yeah.
You have. You know what this is, G?
Yeah.
So everybody's
jack 'em
able to
up.
be on stuff.
The Enhanced Games is an international sporting event where athletes are allowed to use approved performance-enhancing drugs. So check this out. I looked it up, right? So use performance-enhancing drugs under medical supervision.
Okay.
Right? Backed by tech investors and spearheaded by Aaron DeSouza, whatever. It's a competition that has people that are using versus people that aren't using.
Okay.
Which is pretty fascinating, right? So let me see. So it's just in May. They did it in Vegas. So you're allowed to use performance enhancing drugs. And so it's all stuff like track and field, right, John? They do track and field events. I'll tell you what's, let's see.
So they're only going against the people that aren't enhanced, or are they still competing against
They're
people?
competing against everybody.
Okay, so
everybody's involved. But overall, using drugs, no worries. You're good to go.
Man, they let you go full storm. Juice out.
So let me ask you, how do you think it played out? Well, first of all, I think there's a controversy around it. So everyone's like, you shouldn't have that. What are your thoughts?
No, I'm just you were about to say, what do I think the outcome? I would say the people that were enhanced, if they weren't in the 85% or above amount in the order, like finishing, they had to be in at least, and now I'm giving that as a low number. Am I close or
that they
85% were like from the top, say 20 people.
So their whole thing too, John, is they were touting that because they were allowing this, that they were going to beat a bunch of world records because these guys were allowed to be on performance. So all like your track and field stuff. So they were saying you should watch this because we're about to blow these records out of the water too. All right. So that was part of what the sell was. So how do you think the whole thing played out? I'll throw it at G and Vargas.
So what games? So was it all track and field type games?
So
is that all that was played?
I'll give you the. Hold on. Rules.
Yeah, because I guess I'm just trying to decipher between the physical stamina, right? I
guess it's got to really be track and field.
Yeah, it was mostly. Hold on, it's mostly training. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Because they're trying to prove that you could use performance-enhancing drugs safely in future events.
Yeah.
Right. So hold on, I'll tell you. Vargas, I didn't think so you heard about this.
I heard about them, but I didn't see it. But I heard about this.
And how long ago was this? Not too
long? May of this year. Yeah. Hold on, I'll look it up right now. I'll tell you what events, G. But I think it was mostly track and field.
Mostly track and field?
Mm-hmm. The inaugural. Okay, so swimming, 50-meter freestyle, 100-meter freestyle, 50-meter butterfly, 100-meter butterfly. Track and field, 100-meter sprint, 100-meter hurdles, and then the 110-meter hurdles. Weightlifting, so it's also strongman stuff. So weightlifting, so snatch, clean, and jerk. And then strongman is deadlift challenge. Prize money featured $500,000 prize purse with $250 awarded to the winner. $1 million bonus for breaking certain bench world records.
Huh.
That's wild, though, right?
No,
have you even heard it?
No,
we didn't even hear it.
So what was the outcome?
So now that I told you, you tell me what the outcomes was.
Gee, what do you think?
I say it's about like, I'd say 60-40 enhanced, like
Right.
win. So the thing is, I think you have, I don't know, I think the motivation of breaking records gets into your mind a little bit, right? I think because part of it's got to be your technique, right? Swimming, all those different things, like
Yeah.
techniques and stuff like that are important outside of physical, right? Stamina, right? So I don't know. I think if somebody exerts too hard, right? If they don't go into it, they're trying to break a record, right? So let's say maybe on a sprint, or not a sprint, but maybe like on a, you know, like on a long run, they take off too fast, right? They don't keep in, and maybe they, you know, they're now you're talking about their stamp, everything doesn't work. So I
this
say
goes
60,
into everything we've talked about, right, G? Which is just because Mark McGuire took steroids doesn't mean he could technique-wise hit a fastball.
exactly.
Right? You still
Right,
got to be
yeah,
able to.
right,
It's what
exactly.
we've talked
Yeah.
about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you think
Yeah,
about
so I say
60,
60-40, when it comes out to winner, let's say 60% were enhanced one and 40 non.
So Vargas,
I think it's probably the opposite. I think it's probably 60-40, the non-enhanced, because I think it's going to depend on the event. I think if you're talking about more of like the power events, like whether it's weightlifting or something like that, I could see like the enhanced helping. But I think when you're talking about like swimming or running, to me, that just comes down to technique. And to me, the steroids and the drugs are really just going to help you with your recovery. And it's going to help with your strength. But at the end of the day, in those events, to me, it's going to be more just down to technique. Drugs won't matter.
right?
Like when, like you said, right? Like hitting a baseball, you could be strong as hell, but if you can't hit the ball,
Right.
like what does it matter?
Right.
What do the drugs matter?
You gotta have the hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
You gotta have all
Right.
that, right? So interesting. So by the way, part of the performance, not just the drugs, they were allowed to use like synthetic super suits, all performance enhanced equipment.
Oh,
as
like
well.
it's a
Oh,
better.
So like
yeah.
if you like, let's say you're swimming, maybe they can't wear a certain type of bathing suit. They could.
Okay.
So
That's
all
awesome.
this went into it.
That's
This
pretty
was
cool.
dude, this was
cool.
full on cheetah palooza.
All right.
Let's
Fair enough.
So
go.
let's see what we got.
Right. Despite the drug fueled boost and permission to wear the advanced performance gears, super suits, only one unofficial world record was topped. So only one world record was
Okay.
topped. Okay. And in several events, clean athletes outperformed their medically enhanced competitors, calling into question the immediate impact of pharmaceuticals.
Now, I'm just trying to understand as far as, like, let's just say now.
I wonder how long.
So how
were
long
on the
did they put
drugs.
these people? Like they say, okay, now you're going to start doing drugs, or these people are already doing them. So what kind of competitions were they really in if they're already on drugs? Like, I mean, there's got to be a time when you're not just going to get on steroids, or yeah, it's going to help you in lifestyle recovery and all that stuff, like you said, but you're not going to get better. You're not going to have skills better than these people that probably were already like, I don't know, like what were the. You probably how are you going to get trained athletes that are already doing it that you're going to say, all right, well, you're going to start taking drugs? They're not going to do that. I don't know. I'm just thinking you quality people that were already taking drugs were probably not really true athletes. I shouldn't say athletes, probably a bad terminology, but I don't think they're on the professional level of some of these guys that are already competing. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it seems like some of that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, why would they risk it, right? If you've been
That's what I'm saying,
trained,
like,
So they were medically, so watched medically.
Yeah.
Many of them followed a medically supervised enhanced program for months leading up to.
No, but I'm saying, who were they? They were already in the sport. Like, say they're competing with these people already, like in a track and field. Just say, are they actually runners with? No, you're like, this guy's.
Are they like experienced athletes? Are they
that
all
makes a big
experienced
difference. If
athletes?
you're just
I
taking
get
some
what you're
guy-
saying. I think they were. I think they were all
Yeah, they were.
experienced athletes.
Yeah.
Just some were enhanced and some weren't.
Huh.
And
All right. Well, then, like I say,
that's why I think, like, to me, it's more like
more skill.
I mean, it's just more down to technique.
Yeah,
I
technique,
mean,
skill.
that's really what it
Yeah,
comes
you're
down
not going
to.
to hit a curveball, let's say, or anything like
Yeah.
that's going to make you do. You might have a little
Yeah.
more like recovery time, but that's
The vast majority of the competitors will already experience high level athletes before joining the games.
okay. That makes that validates.
They were
it
not
all.
average people taking. So like this one guy, James Magnuson, two-time Olympic medalist and former world champion in the 100 meter
Yeah.
freestyle. So that's a
So
real.
wait, but he took the enhanced. He was the enhanced guy or no?
He was one. He became one of the faces of the enhanced games. He came out of retirement to do that.
But he was being enhanced, though. He was on the enhanced side.
Yeah.
Did he win?
I don't know.
Now
Doesn't
make
just
it-
give me a
like
list.
here's that.
An Olympian of one of the world's fastest 50-meter freestyle swimmers.
And he was on enhanced.
guy-
then?
this
So
guy-
that guy
this
might have
other guy.
won.
Yeah.
You're talking now. Now, like, there's something for you. You got a guy with great skill level, and you tell me you introduce supplements and steroids to that guy for 4 months.
That's what I'm saying. This is where
That's got to.
But this is where I gotta say. It's
So
like
I'm just saying. I think some people it's got to enhance the better guy. He's going to be 10 times better. No.
you would think.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm not like here. So now we're thinking about two guys.
And we
skill
also,
level got
we
to be
also
like.
don't know what medically approved enhanced drugs were. Like,
Well, yeah, we don't know exactly.
I'm
what
sure
it
they're
was.
not. They weren't shooting guys up with D-ball.
Well, I'm sure they're not. Well, you never know. Well, they've not been taking just vitamin D. What the
No,
hell?
no.
Yeah, but you know what? Like to me, the whole thing with the steroids and the enhanced thing is like to me, I'm perfectly fine with letting them all use it. Like if you want to use it, use it. I mean, at the end of the day, like it's not harming anybody but the person taking it.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, also like most of those performance enhancers are really just for longevity and for training purposes, right? So like me and Joe talked about this week, like about, you know, like one of the baseball players who we look at, like, you know, from our generation, who's just amazing. And Joe mentioned this, like Ken Griffey Jr.
Mhm.
This guy played in the steroid era
Mm-hmm.
and was overlooked. This guy was playing against juiced up players and juiced up pitchers, but somehow he gets lost in the mix between the Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, you know, Rafael Palmeiro thing. But when you look, and this guy was clean for a long time. Imagine Ken Griffey Jr. juiced up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the numbers that he has his lifetime, maybe you get another 2-3 years out of him.
Well, that's the
If he
point.
was juiced
I
up.
think that's the point,
Like-
right? Like I always say, Ken Griffey Jr. to me has to be in top 10 greatest players of all time because he played in an era where everyone else was cheating but him, and he still hit 660 home runs. Like that's a big deal. You know, G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
To me, that's a bigger deal than the other stuff we compare. If you're one of the sole guy, and I know he wasn't the only one. Like Mark Grace didn't cheat, but Mark Grace wasn't
No.
a home run hitter,
Yeah,
so we don't.
Yeah.
We're talking
Yeah, you
about
got Ken
the
Griffey,
guys that you hold out as the greats. Ken Griffey Jr. played in an era where everyone else decided to take that shortcut.
no.
Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, allegedly, right? I gotta say
Right.
allegedly, Barry Bonds.
Yeah, but dude, you see that guy who was on the Pirates? He was like a toothpick, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. Do you remember Brady Anderson?
he got to the San Francisco Giants. He looked like a G.I. Joe action figure.
No,
right?
He
That
was
That guy had
jacked.
been doing something, right?
No, that guy was
You
jacked.
see his rookie card? He's like this. He's like this.
That's
Yeah.
the same thing with McGuire. We see when he came up
Oh,
in
yeah, with
Oakland,
the
like for the
Oakland.
pitcher, he was
Just a
pitching and he was
stick.
like a rail. You're like,
Yeah, but
no
you
way.
remember to me the biggest one like was Brady Anderson. Because Brady Anderson for the Orioles, that guy averaged like 10 home
1
runs.
year.
Yeah, like 10
No,
home runs
1
a year.
year.
Then 1 year he hit 50 something
50.
bombs. Never hit that close to that before or after. It to me was like that was the biggest. Like there's no way that guy could look anyone in the eyes in Congress and go, "I did not."
So
take
that's
the
a
ball."
that's a perfect thing we just said. So take everybody right now, give them all enhancement. So what would be the percentage of everybody's stats being all, like double the
that's-
amount? No.
Okay, that's
Now you're enhancing somebody.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
So it must make a difference if it's an enhancement. So
no. Listen,
No.
I told you where it makes a difference is to me availability and recovery. So like in preparation, listen, there's got to be an element, G, of what you said. To me, there's got to be an element of psychologically thinking you're better,
oh yeah.
which translates to your play, right? We know this all the time. Listen, we talked about this in the house. Your son Anthony was very confident, but that confidence translates whether you like it or not, right? Well, you
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
it when Ben and I couldn't hit those final two cups. Now it was like in our heads.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no.
we gotta get
He
those.
played it
Like-
right on you.
Like, well, what I'm saying is psychologically, you think you're taking that stuff. You now all of a sudden
got a
feel like
placebo.
a suit of armor on you.
Well, yeah.
So it's got to be there. I'm sure that translates to your performance
Yep.
where it's not the drugs, but the psychology of it, the placebo effect.
It's with the placebo in your mind, what you're releasing. You're releasing that dopamine, all that stuff. That's what's the adrenaline rush. All that stuff's being released by the body. So
it makes you wonder. But John, I'm with you. I said this from the beginning. That what this enhanced games, why I found this so interesting, is to me, it's kind of like, I guess we get into an argument of the purity of the game, but if everyone's doing it and you just take it out of the equation, and so here's the drugs they took, by the way. They took testosterone, HGH, stimulants, and peptides.
Yeah, all those things right there. It's, I mean, a combination.
I also look at it. I also look at it from the fan standpoint. Like who wouldn't want 2-3 more years of Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant? And if you told me Kobe Bryant, we could get 3 more years of Kobe Bryant being at the top of his game for 3 more years, just so we can enjoy, if we could have got like 2-3 more years of like a Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Or a Tiger Woods. Maybe he doesn't have those injuries.
Yeah.
If he's on those drugs. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
A lot of people comes out to the moral end of it, because guess what? For fans' enjoyment, you're cutting years off these athletes' lives, right? Like, because they're like, listen, how many times Lyle Alzado, all these guys died from doing it, right? Yeah. So I think that's the moral thing. Like, for our enjoyment, we're gonna hop these. But my point has always been, if that athlete is willing to do it themselves anyway,
correct,
then it is.
But that's my point. Like we're talking about grown adults here.
Yeah, making a choice.
But like making their choice to do that.
That's right.
And if they choose to do, listen, if they choose to do it, they're choosing to do it at heavy compensation, right? Yeah. They're being compensated.
Yeah.
They're making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
For their families. Plus, like, they know the risks. So if they choose to do it knowing the risks, what's really the harm, right? Like, people every day go into the store and buy cigarettes.
Right.
That's
right.
Their choice.
That's right.
That they want to do that.
Vaping, all these things. So listen, G, let me ask you. So what's the difference from a moral standpoint if we're like, yeah, let them take whatever, as long as we're watching good sports and they get longevity and all that? What's the difference between that than a guy that goes in a locker room during halftime? We don't want to lose him, so we have a doctor shoot him up with cortisone, painkillers, just to keep him out there. Is there a difference?
Well, I think it just comes down to the short-term versus long-term, right, kind of situation. So I look at it as, I think from the moral, not so much the moral, I think the tainted piece of it is not everybody's going to do it, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody's looking at sports and says, I want everybody on the same level field, right, so to speak, right, against each other, right? So when we have statistics and numbers and comparisons, right, we can level up, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that if you introduce it, right, then you're going to have, like we're saying, people saying, I'm not going to have it, right? Some people, I do have it, right? Things like that. Then people are going to kind of the debate, right? Oh, that guy was juicing, but yeah, his statistics are this and that, but not everybody was doing it, right? So it's not so I think that's the question of the morality. Now, to the point of statistics, I look at it as, if everybody's kind of doing it or majority's doing it, short term, it doesn't matter, right? Because if a pitcher is juiced up and a batter is juiced up, right, that should be as equivocal to a pitcher not juiced up and a batter not juiced up, right? From a short term year, right? From a year's perspective. Now, longevity records, right? Amount of home runs for a career, right? Kind of thing.
Well, that's where Barry Bonds, we argue that at 42.
Right.
I mean, do you remember
that's why that kind of comes 40, into play. Right?
And I don't know, John, I don't know if he was 39 or 40. There was a moment there when that guy got up the bat where he was either walking or hitting over. Like, you felt like there's no way you could put a pitch.
Let me tell you something. I watched that guy play at Yankee Stadium once, okay, when we started doing the interleague play. Yeah. And, Joe remembers I had season tickets to the Yankees, had a partial plan. I saw a lot of big games in that stadium, the old one, and I saw a lot of big playoff games. That guy hit a home run at Yankee Stadium. To this day, that ball got out of that ballpark faster than any home run I ever saw hit there. Yeah. He jacked one to right field that was in the upper deck and was absolutely crushed. And I remember when he hit it, I was like, oh my God. Because at the time, he was, bigger than life. as a baseball player, when he hit that home run, the game that I saw, he was at the pinnacle.
Right.
He was at, like, you know, it already broken the record, and he was at the pinnacle. And when he hit that home run, I'm like, we're not looking at a human being here. Like, that's just crazy. Like how he hit that. And like, you know, we found out that, you know, he won't admit it, but you know, we all know it.
You know, like, gee, it all comes down to this. Like, if your kid, if you're somebody that's trying to get into the Olympics or trying to get into professional sports, and you morally won't do it, or even you don't want to do that to your body, is it fair that someone else does and makes it and you don't make it? I think that's probably, like you said, where it is. But I would argue that since the beginning of time, no one's ever going to admit it. But I would say this is a high number. 80% of the athletes that ever played anything professionally at a high level had some enhancement going on.
Oh,
is that wrong?
No, we seen it when we were in Greece talking about the Olympians. They literally had a statue, and the people would spit on it because these were actually gladiators. Whatever, I should not gladiators, they're Olympians. Really was who were actually caught taking whatever. I don't know what the enhancement was. Obviously, sometimes maybe a THC back in the day.
Then it was just vitamin D.
No,
they were taking coke.
They were
coking up before the game.
You're talking back in, I mean, how many years ago? Hundreds of thousands of years ago. These guys are
using pine tar. Get rid of them.
No.
Listen, I think it's natural. I think it's human instinct in sport, right? When we've seen it all the time. Yeah, like Joe, actually pine tar is a good example, right? Like, when has any athlete in any sport tried not to get an edge? Outside of you know, the game, they're always trying to get an edge.
Pitchers with the stuff on their hat.
Always.
No. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, we like to think things of, listen, in life, you know what's crazy is we want to look at life like everything's fair and even down the middle, but it's not.
No, I mean, let's be realistic.
Right? I mean, it's not. And in sports too, right? It's like, we look at these guys and you turn on whether it's the All-Star game yesterday, can you honestly say to yourself, there's 18 guys on that field, right? 9 on there, 9 on there, right? All 18 guys are pure, right across the board.
No.
Never tried anything. No edge, no enhancement, no nothing. And it goes back to my point of these enhanced games. It shouldn't prove it. It proved nothing, really, because I don't know how good of a study that is, and it's a small sample. But the point is, like, we don't know anyway, so.
I mean, I'll speak for myself. Like, I've done stuff, so there's nothing to say. Hi, I've took stuff from, so I know back in the day when I was young and playing sports, just let's say softball, whatever. In that case, playing something like that, I know how I was. Still, whatever. I'm still whatever. People say, "Oh, you were a great athlete," but the difference is a difference, because when you're on that other stuff, you're another level. I no matter how you want to say it, I'm just saying it from somebody like myself. I'm not basing it on anybody else. Anybody who doesn't take it compared to themselves taking it. If it ain't 100% difference from that, I mean, because it's not, all you're doing is enhancing that original. That original was unbelievable.
Right.
Now he's like Vargas said, he's in another time zone, dude. Like, the guy's hitting the ball at a Yankee Stadium, upper deck, well, like in a swing, and the faster he said he got it out of there. That's just another level. And the only reason to get that way is the enhancements make you recover, your strength, your muscles, you know, whatever it's doing is putting you to another. I mean, there's a big difference, dude. That's the sad part.
The point for me, G, is, does that ball still leave the yard for Barry Bonds? Just not as fast, as not as far, right?
But I think but I think it comes down to that recovery, right? It comes down to the injury recovery and the longevity, like the stamina of a player in a sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody's fresh, right? Everybody's hurt throughout the year, right? And everything like that. And so I think that gives the edge, right? Does the ball still go out? But maybe he's tired enough that he misses that ball by maybe, you know, a quarter of an inch.
Look at the one sport, Lance Armstrong.
Just by tired, you know, just by being tired, that little edge of being focused gives him a little bit more edge to hit the ball square, get it out. Now, if he hits the ball square without the drugs, did he hit it out? Yes. He proved that before taking the drugs. He was a great player.
He was a 40-40 guy.
Yeah, but his swing is even coming through faster.
It is. But you know what? There's also something to say about just overall performance. I mean, I'll just tell you right now, like in the jiu-jitsu world, the competition world, like the adults that compete on the world championship level, they all get tested. On the adult level. They get tested. In the masters division, which is the division I'm in, they don't test. like in my divisions, like steroids and performance enhancer CRT, it runs rampant in the jiu-jitsu world, rampant. And we all know about it. We all know.
Wow.
And there are guys I go and compete again. We all know who they are. Like I've gone into competitions, I've told my professor, Soko, look at this guy. Like, come on, man, this is crazy. And I've competed against guys like that. Right. But at the end of the day too, like it makes a difference. They might be a little stronger. They might have a little stamina, but at the end of the day, you still got to perform.
Yep.
Like right in baseball, like you still got to hit the ball. You're either going to be a good hitter or you're not going to be a good hitter.
That's right.
Right. If you're not a good hitter and you're taking all the juice, like it ain't helping your eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And in jiu-jitsu, that's how I look at it too. Like I competed against guys who I know who are jacked up on TRT and who knows what. But at the end of the day, are you still doing the technique right? Are you still like you still got to perform at the same time?
Skilled
jiu-jitsu.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, all this stuff is we're just in it. But I thought that was interesting because I didn't even know that existed.
What about a guy running 100-meter though? Two same guys. If like I say, there's a lot of skill in jiu-jitsu too. But a 100-meter guy getting jacked up on if what you call it was Usain Bolt, was he ever on in anything enhancement possible?
I don't know. No? But that's my point.
I'm just saying, like, imagine.
That's where I like the enhancement. I'm just kind of like, wow, let's shoot up Usain Bolt and see how fast we can get this guy.
No, that's the real enhancement.
That guy turns into the Flash.
That's what I'm saying.
Turn back time.
Now you give that guy enhancement. What are we talking about here? Like, this is another like his record. He's shattering his world records.
Oh, I mean. But maybe it's from like she said, maybe it's from a recovery and availability standpoint. I mean, you think he just goes like,
I don't know. I
mean, like,
let's say the other part of that's the perfect storm, right? Like Barry Bonds, I look at that, right? Pure skill, right?
Yeah.
Before anything,
yeah,
right? I mean,
no, you have to have
that. Guy was the best player.
Now you juice him up, right? I mean, that guy is like the pinnacle, right? He's like the apex of everything. And I think Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, you kind of get, I think they're a level below that. But you see what I'm saying? Like, then you have guys like Brady Anderson, right? Probably an average guy, shoots up, right? Whatever it is, gets a little bit lucky on a run, right? Gets into a spot, whatever it is, and just gets into a run. Never does anything ever again, right?
That's it, G. Like, I should have shot up, G. You would have been in the majors.
Yeah.
You're the same size as Brady.
I'd be living in Trump Point right now.
That's it, bro.
You would have Anthony serving you fudge bars every
day.
day.
I think, by the way, you guys should probably take some sort of enhancement next time we play bocce ball.
You know what? We might have to test you. Maybe you're on some type of enhancement.
You could test me. I am on enhancement.
Well, let me tell you something. The way
I need that recovery time.
The way he threw that. The way he threw that.
It's
the way he threw that. The way he threw that beanbag like 30 yards and sunk it in.
Yeah, that's
test
right.
that guy.
We got that on fucking film, dude.
We do have that on film. That was Mike Metz caught that.
You know what?
This guy does a trick shot. No, but we could say this.
You know the best part. You know what the best part about it? The best part for you guys about that video is Mike Metz. I could kiss him for catching the video, but I could kill him for how he filmed it. He filmed it from the end of the deck forward, so you could see it coming and going in. You never see who throws it, right? So I still have no evidence I threw that bag, right? Other than like, you know what I'm saying? So if he would have like filmed it from like me on the deck, me throwing it, followed it through the air, that would have been a phenomenal video. But he just filmed it going in. So there's no real video of me throwing the bag.
I knew something was happening because I was upstairs and I was upstairs in the room and all I heard was screaming outside and I heard, "Where's Vargas?" And I heard the door open. "Vargas, get down here." I heard Joe like screaming.
I'm like, of course Vargas misses this. Of all people, he missed it.
And we'll give you credit. I was in the third throw.
3
throws, which is legit.
I needed one throw to figure out. So how I did it was I knew I needed one throw.
Well, give it some context of where, so people understand where we were.
In the backyard of the lake house, you had this deck on the back of the house, right? And then it went down
2 sets of stairs.
Two sets of stairs,
like almost 2
levels.
And
then it went down to like you got 4 sets of stairs that go down to the deck.
Yeah,
I mean where your boat launch was. But on the third one down from there was the backyard was set up where once you got down those 2 flights of stairs, there was a
retaining
level.
walls. So you had
it was a 2-tier. It was a 2-tier backyard. So there was one tier, then the wall, and then another grassy tier right below it.
Right. So it was like jacuzzi / fire pit up there. Then there was there was bushes
in front of it.
A retaining wall that dropped, and then it dropped to a lower thing where we set up, because it was the only flat area. We set the cornhole boards.
And the cornhole
They
was
were going
between
long
the two
ways.
bushes. It was kind of right between them somehow.
Right between the two
So,
bushes.
you didn't have that.
And the
Couldn't even see
cornhole
it.
boards were long ways this
Yep,
way,
yep.
not facing us.
I don't know why I'm pumping you up for this, but
No,
this
no,
is an
no.
amazing shot. I have to give you
I'm like,
credit.
oh, Vaccaro, what are you doing over here?
Listen,
No, it's
I watched it. I was like, and
No.
when it went in, I just shook my head. I said, "That's
The
a
kid is
fucking
in his
shot."
glory
Vaccaro
right
went
now.
like this, dude. Vaccaro had a
No,
drink.
I said that
Vaccaro's watching at the end of the deck. He has a drink in his hand, and I throw the bag, and it goes in, and he goes, just
the
like
eyes
this.
lit up.
He was lit up. He looked at me. He's like, "That's some shot."
I said, "Oh man, that was
That's
some shot."
So and with the boards, so you got the hole, but then you got the little sliver on one side, the whole little side,
Yeah.
because it was facing this way,
Yeah, it
not
was
long
this.
ways.
Yeah, long way.
So you're only, I mean, gee, you hit the board,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
bouncing. Like you
Right, yeah.
you got to
Oh, yeah.
ML it. So the first bag is kind of like, hey,
It was a little short.
it was short. It was
Yeah.
like, how far do I got to get this out
Yeah,
for it to, because you're dealing with a drop off.
yeah.
The second bag was
Over.
over, because I'm like,
Overshot.
all right, now I overshot it. So now I know where my middle throw is. And the third one was,
That thing
Fuck
went
it.
straight up, and I'm just watching the hole. I didn't even see you when you threw it. I was just watching the hole, and all of a sudden I fucking see this thing straight like a fucking missile. I go, that thing just went in.
I don't even know
I
if
didn't
it
want to
hit
look
the
up.
side.
my
No,
God.
it didn't even touch
I
anything,
came
man.
walking down there. This kid was grabbing me. You gotta see that shot.
No, listen,
Pulling the
instantly,
phone out.
there's a look that, because Vaccaro was out there, Mike was out there, Ben was out there, and my brother was out
And
there.
DJ too. I don't.
Oh, and the DJ, well,
Yeah,
Daryl was
yeah.
out there. But Daryl doesn't know me like you guys
Well.
know me. So the look on everybody's face was twofold. It was like, oh shit, that was some shot. The second look was, that's the worst person that could have done it. Literally,
Exactly.
the
Like,
worst
oh no.
person that could have done that.
Joe's gonna screenshot the bag going in and put it on the wall back there. Frame
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's
and put
good.
it on the wall.
That was a real shot.
Yeah.
That was good.
That
I'll
was
give you
bad.
credit.
Listen, those Dude Perfect guys do it.
Yeah, but no, everybody like if you really show that to somebody, like, oh, that was dubbed or AI'd, whatever. Like, oh yeah, he
Green
threw it,
screen.
and then the green.
Well, listen, to
screen.
be fair, Joe's a pretty good cornhole player. He's a pretty good cornhole player, but you know, he was on my team and I was yelling at him, don't sink it, just put it on the
No,
board.
this
right
guy,
now."
he's a no, listen, John's funny. John acts like he doesn't know me. We're playing cornhole, and it's John and I versus Ben and
Anthony,
my
your brother.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Who's a good cornhole player. So we're playing them. We're up 9-3, and I got 2 in already, and then Ben's got 2 bags.
Ben's got one that's like hanging almost in the hole, almost
and
like
then,
in the hole.
and then 2 bags that are
Next
in
to it.
front of the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vargas is like, I
said, just put it on the board. Just put it on the board.
I get points, and then he goes first.
Yeah.
But we're up 9-3. This guy's like, put it on the board.
You know why? This is why I said it, Ed. He already threw his second to last bag. So he's got the bag, and I see the way he's flipping it in his hand. And then I heard him say, he whispered to Ben, I think I'm gonna airmail this. And I'm like, just put it on the board.
Vargas
Take the
like-
point.
So Vargas, this is the thing. This is the jujitsu technician. He's like, dude, the hole's covered on the front. Ben's bag is almost
Yeah, he's
covering
gonna
the
knock his in.
hole. Put it on the board. We get the point.
Yeah.
You already scored on him. Get the extra point, and I go first because I lead off. Just
He's flicking the bag in his hand. I knew he was gonna airmail this.
so my brother is just like, my brother already knows what's happening. Like, he knows I'm not putting it on the board, but I'm thinking about it because it's the first time I play with John. I'm thinking about, do I just appease him and throw it on the front? And then I'm like, nah. And to tell you the truth, if you, Gerard, or anyone else was standing around there, they would have literally told him. Ben already said he's playing against me. Ben's like, he ain't putting it on the board. Like,
He's airmailing
this
it.
is who. So I said, we're up 9-3. So I said, I'm airmailing it. And this guy's, he's like, I don't know, he's just going to put it on the board. So now he's annoyed with me that now, because I've announced that I'm airmailing it, right, G? So he's annoying me. So I throw the bag in the air, right? And the minute I threw it, G, I knew if it wasn't in, it was close. Like I
Right.
could just tell from
Yeah,
the trajectory, right? And John's watching it, my brother's watching it, and swish right in. Now, most people as a partner would go, "Oh shit, I'm glad you didn't put that on the board. Nice shot," right? This is John. Why can't you just put it on the board? Wait, I scored, Anthony. 2 extra points. Why can't you just put it on the board? And I'm like,
That
I said
thing
to
went
Ben,
straight through the hole, and I'm standing there with my hands on the hips. Why don't you just put it on the board?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. We're supposed, like, you just don't listen. Why don't you put it on the
no,
board?
he's mad at me. I turned to Ben. Ben turns to me. He's like, partner's mad at you for sinking it in the hole. I was the only time you'll ever see that.
Listen, he said,
Yeah, put
listen
it on
to
the
him.
board. Be technical. Put it
That's
on the
funny.
board. Here's
No.
the thing we didn't bring up though at the house. So Todd is. He asked me right away. He's like, you had everybody together. Did you bring up Pinehurst for next October? So for the guys' trip next year, Todd wants us to do Pinehurst. Now, different trip for like me, G, you, my brother, Ben.
Yeah.
Because we just hop in the car. We just rent a big car and we hop.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
2 hours from here, right?
Yeah, it's
So
close.
Todd, Vargas, Mags would have to fly now, right? But he said Halloween weekend, he's already called there. They have it available for our group. And the lady called him before he left to Switzerland. I was supposed to get a feeler from everybody on who, like, is everyone good with that? Cause unlike other guys' trips, if you're playing Pinehurst, everyone's got to put a down payment down on their room,
Gotcha.
or else it's gone.
Yeah, they book up.
The weekend's gone. Yeah. And it's Halloween weekend. It'll be out of the way of G's implementation at work and, Todd's anniversary and all that kind of stuff. And the weather down here in North Carolina is great
Yeah, it's nice.
at that point, right? I mean, you're talking the fall. So keep that in your back pocket that at some point we need to know, are we doing this? Because this isn't like 4 of us go, 4 of us don't. From now on, it's either everyone's in or it's not, because kind of Todd not coming down to the house and Mags not being able to make it was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like either we're doing it or not. You know what I'm saying, G?
Oh yeah, for sure. So is he, because he was mentioning something in 2027. So is it this October or the
No,
October
next
27th?
October.
This coming October or
October 31st of 2027.
2027? Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
So,
Gotcha, okay.
So
we're
we're not going to do like the couples trip then? Like, how are we doing that?
Well, that's a good question.
There's like a silence there.
No,
It's
no,
like-
you're right, though. That's gotta
Joe's
be
like,
true.
I forgot about
Well,
that.
well, listen, this is what we do know. What we do know is that Amy doesn't listen to the podcast. Is that a guarantee, G?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
Right. She's not. I mean, what's she going to listen to? Dawn just asked for what platform we on. So we'll see. Maybe she's changing the temperature of like
What's being done.
what's being done. But John, we can't go on a couples trip because your boy G needs to take his wife away. On
Take
a
your
road
wife
trip.
away
Dude,
already.
what are
Let's
you getting
go.
on me for, bro?
Jesus.
This is what she said.
Yeah, but it's all hearsay. right?
It's
It's all hearsay. It's more her say.
Yeah,
She
It's not
said
hearsay.
this.
It's her say.
It's a hearsay is right.
So the couples trip is tough because the 2 responses we got on the tough couples trip were Todd and Dawn, because they got their 20th anniversary next year. So they
Okay.
didn't want to do the couples trip their 20th anniversary year, which you know how they travel. For the 20th, it's going to be a big
Mhm.
Yeah.
trip,
Yeah.
right? It isn't going to be like, they're not going to Hilton Head, South Carolina. That's going to be like, India or
Yeah.
whatever,
Something big.
whoever they haven't been. So then she's like, hey, if you guys are going on a guy's trip, I don't know that we'll have, time from work all the time. We'll have couples trip, 20th anniversary trip, guys trip. Those are 3 big trips in 1 year.
Yeah.
Right. And then we were told she's got to take his wife on a trip or
Me.
else Amy and G are out. So that's
You
all
tell me
they-
I gotta dig up the safe again
You got to dig up the safe.
Dig up the safe, man.
You got to crack. The passwords are out.
Oh,
You
the
got
password, I
to
gotta go
Find
home.
the key password.
You got to crack open the safe.
That's going to take me 30 days to go through all my boxes into Swiss banks to fix everything.
Well, listen, I don't care. Listen, if you were smart, you would just listen. You know what I know about your wife? When she says me and G got to go on a couples trip, she isn't talking France.
No.
She's talking like Wilmington, North Carolina. Like book a weekend, right? Like, G, be like me. You book a weekend in Wilmington, at the end of the weekend, be like, all right, we good? We got a couples trip next year. G gets in the car, breaks out a pen and paper, checks a box, took wife away, check. Right? Drives home.
Off to Pinehurst.
Went to Pinehurst. So Vargas, the good thing is the couples trips are, I don't want to say the easiest. Getting all those people together is tough, but just getting it done is not really that bad. Everyone's pretty good about it. So I think the Pinehurst thing is harder to put together because,
yeah,
you know what? If we decide to go to where Karen was looking, the DR on the couples trip, DR doesn't be. It's not like, hey, we have too many people here, you can't come.
Yeah,
Pinehurst is, right? So that's almost got to get figured out before anything else. If we're doing that.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, if we're not doing that for the guys' trip, we got a guys' trip we got to take. Then we better figure out what we're doing and where we're going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If not, I thought we were going to do. I thought we were going to do we put golf instead of like a football games again, right? That was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Pinehurst takes.
That's what I'm saying. It took a place.
Like going to a football game or something. But again, no harm, no foul. If Pinehurst is not, if everyone looks and goes, not Pinehurst. But then we got to figure out what we're doing. Are we doing that combo weekend where we do college football, NFL? Are we doing? But we got to do something.
Yeah. We'll have to.
You know what I'm saying?
We got to plan that.
We got to plan something.
That combo weekend. That combo weekend sounds awesome. You got a college and then NFL. I mean, I know we talked about that. You know, we did Nashville,
you
right?
see like a big college game, and then you get to see an NFL game. That's a
that'd be
cool
sweet.
trip. So.
That'd be awesome.
That ideally is, you know, and again, if that's what we do, that's what we do. We just need to know if that's what we're doing. Because if that's what we're doing, then we tell the lady at Pinehurst.
I'm good with Pinehurst. I mean, if everybody's good with that, I'm cool with that too. I'm just saying if that doesn't pan out, the Pinehurst thing doesn't pan out for whatever reason, I say we do something like that with the football stuff, man. I know we talked about that several times, right? We haven't had a chance to really get.
We mentioned saying about like Dallas, obviously going. How far was Texas Longhorns? What was closest to like?
We'd have to look at.
We have to figure out what
college is closest.
That would be great. Go see like a Cowboys game and then go see a Texas game.
See a Cowboys Giants game.
Bro. Let's go.
That'd be phenomenal. And then what's around there? Yeah.
Because next year, the way I see it, Dallas Giants game next year will be, we could say we saw the Giants on their Super Bowl run.
That's what I'm saying. Put that before that.
This guy.
Hey, no, you want to know why? Because listen, I forgot to tell you. August 28th of this year. What are you doing?
Giants Jets preseason.
I think me and Debbie and Anthony we're already probably gonna head up that way. So Vargas, that might be something we could you and JoJo. I already just called my nephew today.
I'll go
mention about that.
like
so
that.
Right before,
before
Labor Day.
Who's the home team?
I think the Jets.
What the fuck does it matter?
Huh?
They're in the same stadium.
He just wants to see. He likes it. He don't want to see the Jets
This
green
guy
in the end zone.
No, wait.
This guy's an idiot. Look
now Vargas. See Vargas. What Vargas did.
Oh yeah, what did he do?
Vargas shot early. Now I'm going to roll him.
Oh, here we go.
Right? So I'm Patty. He's the French guy. I'm going to roll him. All right? Okay? I'm going to take
this guy's like, who's the home team
I'm gonna
of a preseason game in New York?
I'm going to do like
who's
Patty.
The home team?
Patty, I'm going to take the croissant and shove it up the French guy. The reason why I'm asking Vargas is because Mike, my friend Mike down here, is a Jets season ticket holder. If it's a Jets home game, I just ask him for his 4 tickets. He certainly is not going to go to the preseason game. Okay. If it's a Giants home game, I lose that option.
Oh, all right.
And
That's a good point. My cousin's a seasoned Giants ticket
and-
holder, so
oh,
I'll
look.
find out if they're
See?
gonna.
Oh yeah, is it a Jets home game? G and submission. Hey
Tap
ref,
that
I think he's out. I think he's check his arm. Check his arm and do like Patty did. Check his arm. Check his arm.
It's a good one to be out on.
All right, so let's let G go to bed. It's
Yeah,
9:03.
it's
Yeah,
9:03.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
guys,
what
what do
killed
we
me in
got?
fuck. This is what killed me in freaking Pong. This guy, we were rolling, and then all of a sudden, like 11 o'clock at night, that was it. He was
That was
done
it.
No,
after
but
that.
listen,
This
I
could
will
hit
tell you
anything.
Oh
this.
Lord!
I was texting his wife today, and I'm like, you wouldn't believe it. Like G was up
Oh,
till
yeah.
2 in the morning in the house.
Getting
We get
fired
to
up.
9:03 on the podcast. Look, listen, you get to 9:03 in the podcast, and those black figures from Ghost are pulling him out of there.
Oh
Like,
my
you
God!
know, people die.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you know,
right.
being dragged to bed. You
G
know, It's-
was up.
no,
Yeah.
this is like you said, when G's got no work the next morning, you know, it's like a different G. But thanks for watching the Minding Our Business podcast. Like, subscribe, follow, or else Vargas can't get a personal driver to the airport next
Oh
time.
yeah, he needs
Yeah,
a-
like and
If
subscribe,
you-
man.
if
You guys don't
if-
like and subscribe.
If
Let's
you don't like
go.
and subscribe, then Vargas has to get a regular driver.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has to act like a family member or something.
He's got to deal with
That's it.
LaGuardia
Yeah,
Airport's way too
100%.
much. All right,
Thanks
guys.
for voting us.
Later,
Have a good
guys.
Good night.
Good night.